CSG Actuarial has added new features to its final expense quoting tool. Agents can now get a more complete final expense quote by entering additional underwriting details, such as height, weight, medications, and health conditions. Additional new features include sorting by multiple plans and underwriting types, viewing a list of excluded carriers and plans, and being able to export in an Excel file. Agents will still enjoy popular features like our side-by-side comparisons, viewing annual fees, and seeing premiums based on monthly, quarterly, semi, and annual payment options. When agents first run a quote, they can now select a state from the drop-down menu, adjust the age, gender, and indicate if they are a tobacco user. Agents can always adjust the face value or run the quote by a monthly rate instead of the face value. Agents can select multiple plan types from the plan type selection, or they can just select one. Same for the underwriting type. If they wanted to look at certain underwriting options, they can select those or leave those blank to incorporate all different underwriting types. Over on the far right-hand side is where the agent can enter in their client or their applicant's name, but that is optional. They can also indicate their height as well as their weight. Agents can then enter in medications and health conditions, which are both optional. As I start by typing in a particular drug's name, different options would end up populating for me. And then I can select that particular drug and then hit next. Based upon the drug, if it is associated with multiple conditions, I can select which condition that is associated with and then hit next. As our underwriting tool works, it does also underwrite based upon the date of the last treatment. So if they are currently diagnosed with a particular condition or being treated for that condition, you would put in the current date and then hit next. Additional underwriting questions may populate for you based upon that particular medication or the reason for that, so you can answer the additional questions. And if it's part of any other type of health condition. And then we can indicate if we are utilizing insulin or not. And then it adds that medication for us. You can just go in and add certain health conditions if you would like to. So if I wanted to put in that I've experienced a heart attack, I can then select heart attack and then hit next. And then again, it is going to ask for that date of the last treatment or diagnosis date. So this would be the date of the heart attack. So if that happened a few years back, I can type in that particular date and add in that condition there. So once those have been entered, the agent can quickly change any of the parameters or sorting options here at the top. If they would rather run it as a monthly rate, they can make that change here or add additional plan types and underwriting criteria. Now you will notice as you are looking at the monthly premiums on the far left-hand side that we automatically have the fees applied to that. If you would rather view that as a quarterly, semi-annual, or an annual, you can make that selection there, and then the results would then adjust for you accordingly. I'm going to move that back over to my monthly option. Over here underneath the monthly premium, you will also see the annual fee and what those are, as well as that face value. So at the very top, if I chose to run that as a monthly rate instead, my results are going to automatically update for me. Then I can see the face value amount has also been added right underneath that annual fee. I'm going to adjust this back to my face value amount now. As I start reviewing the plans, I am going to see the companies, what type of benefit that was, as well as underwriting. We also include the AM Best rating. As I continue scrolling down, we're also going to show any excluded plans. So these are plans that the applicant would not be eligible for coverage based upon the underwriting, as well as if a plan does not offer a particular face value amount or within the age that you quoted. If I scroll back up to the top, I can always export the results by a PDF or into an Excel file, and then I can also do side-by-side comparisons. So on the far right-hand side, we have our globe icon, which is our universal compare. So when I click on that globe icon, I now have my universal compare quotes box over on the far left-hand side. Universal compare allows me to stack multiple products side by side. So if I wanted to send over a Medicare supplement quote with a final expense quote and a dental quote, I could do that utilizing the universal compare option in CSG. If I just wanted to send over a comparison between a couple of plans, I can hit on the heart icon, which is going to allow me to compare save plans. So as I hit on that heart icon in the upper left area here, we can see compare plans 1 is selected. If I select another heart there, I now see we have 2 plans. And once I have 2 plans in my comparison, I can then click on compare save plans. I will then see those 2 plans side by side and being able to see that nice overview of the different payment options as well as those company details. If I wanted to send this over to a client, I can utilize the export to a PDF, or I can use that Excel file. If I wanted to send over a comparison with just one plan, I can either remove one of the plan options here, or I can hit the back button, and if I just wanted to look at one plan, I can click on view plan details, and it will show me just that one plan where I can then export it as a PDF or into an Excel file. CSG also provide links to the carrier's website, so they can always click on carrier resources to be redirected to that carrier's website where they can sign in, get additional information, or complete an e-application. If you have any questions regarding the new final expense quoting tool, you can always contact us directly from the quoting tool by going to the contact support in the bottom left-hand corner of that sidebar. When you click on contact support, you will be able to send us a message directly from the quoting tool, and that comes over through an email for us, and we will just respond right back to that as an email. Or you can always call us directly at 855-861-8776.